13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, Young. That caught by Trimble. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And the Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 42.
The play fake. Now Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Ready up.
It's second down and 10.
Young now. There's Trimble, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Trouble, 38.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Gain of 8. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Okay, ready? Ready.
Brooks will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the whole line and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll try and do this himself. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Needle. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's giving his guys a shot for... Points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Red, 38.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw is Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. How about this? They'll change it at the line. 4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
They run again with Gotw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Young to throw it. Got him there, and that's legal. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. They'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Prescott. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Ready?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready, set.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 7.
Ready?
Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
On the ready?
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It's Young off play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Here's Brooks. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Okay, break.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gotw. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Young with it. 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Legette, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Cowboys 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
There'll be a gain of just a yard, and now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Prescott to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Blue is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. They'll look to run forward with Williams.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now here's Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Man open left side. It's his running back with him. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Prescott now. Gets it underneath to Blue. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That is second down. Prescott off play action. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Carolina, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gotw. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.